So, moving on. No, the nap helped. I needed it. I conked for 3 freaking hours. Jeez Louise. Like I said a second ago, I think I'm fighting something, because holy God. At some point, I think I'll wait till a couple more people are in. We need to talk about Final Fantasy X. No, I swear it's relevant. You know, all the VOD watchers. Oh no, he's gonna forget. He's gonna forget and not talk about FF10. Nah, don't worry. Alright. So, next dungeon. Let's do this. Let's do this. So far, I've actually been pretty positive about the levels. Oh, that's interesting. Yep, okay. Can I reset that thing's position? Yep, okay, cool. You know what this is actually reminding me of most of all? Of all the games I could compare this to? Golden Sun. Like, the substance, for lack of a better way to put it, into the trash encounters, the big boss battles, the kind of wonky balancing, the big emphasis on almost every level having some kind of puzzle design to it. Different puzzles usually, too. Oh, gosh. Alright, so we've got basic lightning bolt, stun, speed buff, beam attack, something that I don't even have access to, and teleport to then gain another turn of melee. Well, let's do this first. Let's do the buff. Okay, that is a very strange buff. That sucks. Okay, let's not do the buff. That would be crazy talk. Let's, seriously? Now let's try this. Hi, Dream Whisperer. Blorp, blorp. Well, since it clearly wants me to buff to the hilt every single encounter, let's do that. Now we do the buff, which we... You gotta be kidding me. I can't buff the team because I'm too... Ah! That also means I can't buff myself. Fine. Whatever. Buff everyone's speed. Whatever. Nice trap. Yeah, there's some strange decisions in this one. That raft person. Or that rift person, excuse me. Not a raft, although that would be funny. Because I love Raft. Even though it's not a very good game. Maybe that's a good example of a sushi game. Anyways. I think just the basic boss song for me. And now we're covered in goop and can't move. Cool. That's a good thing that has happened. Is being covered in goop. See, I'll probably never review Raft because it's not a very good game and there's not much to talk about. But what Raft excels at is very strange. It is an excellent co-op game. Lots of, like, no damage. I've actually played all the way through Raft twice with 2 separate groups of friends, and there are actual plans to play through it a 3rd time with a different friend. It is surprisingly fun co-op. It's also relatively low intensity. Let's just win. We win. It's also short, which I know sounds like a strange thing to comment on, but, like, anybody who's ever had dedicated co-op groups like I have knows that the length of a game is an actual antagonistic force towards having a co-op group. If you want to do a co-op playthrough of, say, Baldur's Gate 3, which is a 100+ hour game, have fun with that. Because you'll be playing that for the better part of a year. And that's assuming availability stays, which it might not. That's why so many D&D campaigns usually don't finish. You know, I just realized there's no, like, getting advantage on the enemy mechanic. Like, even if F-13 had that, but what I'm really thinking of is, like, the Paper Mario series, where if you get an initial attack, it helps with the battle. Usually in a substantial way, too. Huh. That's not a ding. That's not a negative. It's more like that's an absence of a positive. Aura. Surge. The heck are those spells? Oh, excuse me. So, AoE regen, okay. AoE spike. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's another good one. DOS 2. And mind you, DOS 2 is probably one of the better co-op games out there, in my opinion. And it's still kind of a, hold up. It doesn't help that DOS 2 basically mandates a walkthrough, and its in-game journal is terrible. Like, I have actually played DOS 2 co-op more than once, and each time I have sort of been the walkthrough for several sections of the game, because I know what I'm doing, and I know how I'm doing it, and people are like, well, how do I find this? Well, that's up here. How do you know that? Because I've played the game before. Like 5 times at this point. It's the weirdest thing, with how little time I have in my life. I have played all the way through DOS 2, like... Yeah, I think it is 5 times now. It's a great game. I love that game to death. Alright. So the obvious first move is down. Oh, absolutely. The combat... we say combat, but we can zoom in more, right? Terrain design and the effects on the terrain and the interactions of, like, the doodads and objects and the very unique... way that you can outthink and outplay your opponent rather than just outstatting them, on top of some great, like, really, really good AI design, especially on the harder difficulties, and really good skill set, really good kit for all this stuff and the different kind of builds you can set up. And the fact that they decided to separate combat skills from social skills so you never waste points on one or the other just kind of makes the whole thing pop, right? Okay, so I have to push it right. There's no other choice, so let's push it right. Now what? Oh. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm found. Yeah, that too. Honestly, I love the fact that friendly fire is on in that game, and that is a rarity for me. If the game was less well designed, I would probably like it less. You know what I mean? But instead of being an irritant, it actually encourages you to really think around what you're going to do. I can't do it. I can't do it, Loke, because I don't remember what WIC stands for. You see, there's no brain in here. There's just this little, like, hamster who's running on his wheel, and for some reason he just keeps running out of water. I don't know what's going on with that. Pigment. Interesting. Ooh, another shiny gem. Nice. Didn't even see the sparkle, obviously. Oh, and a save. Perfect. Okay, let's put this down so I can write down that Loke is awesome. Give me a second here. I remembered that one. So, world in conflict. No, it's breaking down. Kennex heroes and Breaking Arrow. Done. Appreciate you, Loke. Thank you. So I was thinking we should do like a Star Wars rewrite where we get rid of the Force. Or sorry. Hey, Blake Duvall. Have you played FF10? I need someone who's played FF10 to debate FF10 with me. 3 hours, Blake Duvall. Getting sick of this. Literally, I suppose. Wow, this blowhole's a nice view from up here. I've never been to the top before. Hilda, get off the railing before you fall. Whoops. Oh, fooled ya. Okay, we need to summon the Raven now. I know the spell to ring the bell, thankfully. Stand back. It's called a mallet. Hi, Sean. Welcome, child of Rama. Such a beautiful day. Yet such terrible omens. You know what happened? I am not human. I do not know as you do. Knowing, remembering, seeing. To the ravens, these are difficult to separate. Then will you do us a favor, child of Rava? 5 magicians. What an odd number. But I will hear you. Aren't there 6 of us? No, she's correct. I no longer have magic. I am an ordinary again. Wait, your magic's gone? How? I rid myself of it. I don't want it. I never did. Oh, Merit. To simply will away magic. Unsettling. We need to deliver a message to the Coven. The Dark Fold has been unleashed once again, and only the Coven knows how to stop it. No. No. The Coven cannot help you in this matter. But I can take you to a place where you'll learn what you need. A place that may offer the truth. Or at least part of it. But will it help us stop the Dark Fold? Will you come or will you remain here? I wasn't expecting this. Rava's children have always been loyal to magicians. I can't help it. I'm curious. But it's your decision, R. Spruce. Do we go with the extremely creepy evil mage Raven or not? Yeah, let's grab the tree while we're here. And a save, because I can't help but notice there's a save here, which usually means a boss fight. I know what you're talking about. It's Dwarven, obviously. So, FF10, right? For those of you not aware, in FF10, save points heal and restore you. Now, in my head, that's a good thing. And indeed, in my head, that's pretty much always been a good thing. But when I sit down and challenge that assertion, I find it to be a slightly more complex situation. The reason it's relevant is because this game, save points heal you. It's actually pretty rare that save points are restorative like this. Usually they're just save points, or checkpoints, off areas, something. You get the idea. Just going to lower the temperature by about 20 degrees really quick here. The reason I was wondering if it deserves a positive is because, like, logically speaking, what is different about that than about having a save point right next to an inn, or any other kind of restorative thing? And as I've talked about before, designing your game such that there is a good enough throughput of income, as well as being able to spend it on recovering, is an important part of game design. As I have said 1,000 times, even Final Fantasy I on the NES actually put some real thought and effort into how much gold enemies gave in a given area, and conversely, how much the inns and resurrection costs were for that area. Making sure that if nothing else, as long as you could beat at least one trash pack, you could start gaining ground if you started to fall behind. I consider that good design. So what's really the difference between that and a save point that heals you? And that's why I'm kind of torn on this, because in my head it's just such an automatic thing. But I'm wondering if I'm just biased towards that because of FF10 in particular. Because in FF10, there aren't inns. Like, there's no real recovery spots. The recovery spots are the save points, which is fine. But there's also some interesting design put into where they're placed and how they're positioned and all kinds of fun stuff. Like, again, to put it into simple terms, in FF10, save points are designed. It's not necessarily the fact that they heal you that's really the good part. That's more like part of it, if that makes any sense. And that's why I wanted to debate the issue, get other people's perspectives on it. That's true, Moog. Can you return me home? Your magic may be gone, young witch. But what lies ahead is for you as well. Well, the problem is we're kind of establishing precedents. Like, I think we've covered... I want to say 2 games that even have this mechanic so far. Granted, the FF series has been in my brain lately because I was using a lot of FF13 as a precedent setter for when we get to the rest of the FFs. Where are we? By the way, we're in that swamp place I told you about. We're deep in the woods, far from your school. This is where Ikenfell once stood 1,000 years ago. Or something quite like it. 1,000 years ago? I had no clue Ikenfell was so old. Why have you brought us here? I had a feeling that'd be the answer. I know this place existed. I haven't been this excited in a long time. Come on, let's look around. Can I have my main damage dealer back, please? So yeah, this is the place we saw on the map earlier. Up there. Nice music, by the way. That's true, Blade to Fall. Interestingly enough, several Final Fantasy games also dip their toes into not so much mechanisms of recovery, but like intermittent recovery points, like the health pools in FF5 and FF6, or the little this restores your health, this restores your status nodes in FF4, and they place those strategically. Hmm. Hey, Diabeepus. I do hope you're doing alright. There are precious few people I do not wish that upon. Let's rejigger our party slightly. Damn. I mean, I would agree with that, Blade, and that's kind of why I'm staring at it. Like I said, it's one of those things where I'm not sure of my own opinion, for lack of a better way to put it. I don't mind establishing a precedence here and saying that save points that are heals can be a positive, depending on design. I mean, in a game like this, it does remove a fairly large amount of the economy, as we just mentioned, but similar to FF10, it does also allow them to place them wherever, like Mook said. And indeed, there is always a heal point right before a boss. And in a game as iffy on balance as this one, that's a really helpful thing. Put simply, every boss in this game would be much worse if we didn't have a heal spot right before it. I probably wouldn't be fighting half as many of these without cheats if that was true. If not any of them. Thank you for the sub, Diabeepus. We'll put it towards the trio here. Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Platinum is on the list. Actually, I believe all the Pokemons, or rather, one Pokemon of each gen, is on the list. So I can't get rid of the only person I want to get rid of. Well, Lightning is fine, and she's fine, I guess. I don't know. If I get rid of her, that's my main damage dealer. And she doesn't do damage. Oh my god, I only have 2 damage dealers. And I don't want to get rid of her because she's got decent ranged and decent buffs. Ugh, whatever. That is a good question. It boils back down to that mechanically statement that we've used a few times. Oh god, what was that argument? Nobody here is going to know about it. There was a big argument that someone in the fighting community, in the fighting game community, it was a developer, that nobody actually wants to play a Magneto. They want to play insert this type of character, insert this type of fighter. Because nobody cares about the specifics of Magneto, they care about this type of playstyle. He was wrong. The reason I bring that up, though, is because you could fairly say that having tents and being able to use them at a save point is the same as having save points heal you. But in reality land, I don't think it's quite that linear, if that makes any sense. Because as Blade Travell points out, it is a choice, an option. It rewards the player, even if in a microscopic way, for thinking about it, making sure they have tents in the bag, and making sure that they're using them whenever they need to. It also is the kind of thing that you can go without if you're doing some kind of a challenge run. So as weird as it sounds, I think it would be very slightly better if you had tents at the save points. It's a minute enough difference that I'm not sure. It does take more time. It's a minute enough difference that I'm not sure it's even something that would be measurable by a positive on the review format. We've really been chewing into a lot of game design stuff for RPGs lately, which I really like. I swear I didn't put two JRPGs side by side because I didn't know Ikenfell was a JRPG. Sorry. That's what happens when you walk into a game blind. I was told it was a JRPG like the day before I played it, and I was like, oh. Okay. I can tell you what Railway Empire is. Pretty sure about that one. Yep, straight up horror. No, I think you're right, Blade Devil. I think at the end of the day, save point design can be a positive. FF10. Possibly this game as well. But, like, the specifics of save points that heal you versus save points that don't. Like, if I can use another comparison point, do I think that Chrono Trigger... Absolutely, Trix. I can't wait to be a horrifically evil human being. I've had too much of being a good person lately. I need to channel my inner politician. Or CEO. I'm sorry, I need to share that joke. Let me put that in a pen. Chrono Trigger requires you to use a shelter when you're on a save point. It's not even an animation like it is in most FFs. You just use it from the menu and it just heals all, right? But I don't think that's mechanically better or even worse than something like FF10. It's just another thing. It's a different thing. So yeah, I think that is precedent set right there. Both are good. Absolutely. But I think that's more down to the placement of the save points than anything else. Speaking of which, plus for placement of save points. Now that would be an interesting idea, Jesse's Mask. Let's go back to FF10 for a second. Like, I imagine... Let me use a specific example. The Omega Ruins, right? If memory serves, there's only one save point in the Omega Ruins, right at the beginning. And that's a full heal save point. What if there were save points further down into the ruins that you could save at, but wouldn't actually heal you? And that way you're not losing progress, but you're still getting the overall intent of the... Because the Omega Ruins is supposed to be... an optional dungeon, right? It's supposed to be a hard mode place. So you still get the challenge of having to go through the whole place on one tank of fuel, metaphorically, right? But you could save your progress in case something comes up, or you have to pause the game, or it's time to go to school, or it's time to go to work, or whatever, right? I think we will put that on you. And you. There we go. Sorry, I was debating. This is a nice song. Oh, I haven't jotted down. I keep meaning to jot down the music pause, and I keep forgetting because I'm a moron. So far, I'm feeling double. If anyone wants to jump in on that and say, Laura, you're dumb, and I hate you, and nobody loves you, then you can say that. That would be ideal, Jesse's Mask. I agree completely. That's the Pokemon argument all over again, right? I would prefer it if exp share was an option. This forest is a place of secrets. If you believe everything you see, you're just a different kind of blind. I can't move. Ah. Oh, enemies. What the hell are those? Now that's an interesting idea, R. Spruce. You can't... You respect my authority. Sorry. Fungi Dimini. Triple music? So, what's really funny is there's kind of two categories of games when it comes to music positives. Well, three. there's games that, you know, get 1, 2, or 3 music positives, because the music's just generally good or whatever. And then there's games that have absolute banger soundtracks. Those usually get song positives. At which point, it'll get like 3 music positives, and then like a song positive for this, and a song positive for this, and a song positive for this, and you get it. And the third category is music direction, how well the songs are used. But I realize you're asking for specifics. Which means I'd have to pause the game. No! Mook just really doesn't want me to get this in. It's okay, it's okay. I understand. I understand. I understand. It all makes sense. Music. There we go. Music. Alright, so right off the top of my head, and I don't know why I said off the top of my head because I'm staring at it. Batman Arkham Origins, Batman Arkham City, Doom 4, Doom 5, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 1, Celeste got a triple, plus these are ignoring song pause always. Cyber Shadow, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Mega Man 3 got a triple. Mega Man 4 hasn't been put in yet. I need to rectify that. What else we got? Mario Galaxy 1, Mario Galaxy 2, Mario 3D World, Super Metroid, Shantae, Pirate's Curse, specifically, Oblivion, Breath of Fire 3, Expedition 33, Final Fantasy 13, Paper Mario 2, Violet, Pokemon Violet, Chosen the Sky 3, Surviving Mars. I should mention some games get more than 3. I'm just the only ones that get 3. Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda 2 R, Four Swords Adventures, Skyward Sword, Wind Waker. And then FF14 got 19. Yeah, no, it's pretty much exactly what you'd expect from most of this list. With a few games topping that and being even better. Like Grand Theft Auto 5 was more than 3, DuckTales Remaster was more than 3, Shovel Knight was more than 3, A Hat in Time was more than 3. I swear I saw StarCraft 2. Yep, there it is. StarCraft 2 is more than 3. And like I said, some of the Mega Man games aren't even in here yet. And yeah, when we get to the FFs, that list is going to expand. For obvious reasons. Yeah, so Double so far feels pretty decent, at least on that category. Now, music direction, that's different. How can I kill these guys as fast as possible? Wow, that's just irritating. How about over here? Yeah, no, like, name a Final Fantasy game with a bad soundtrack, and I will push back against that in all cases. Even the NES versions of 1, 2, and 3 still have overall decent soundtracks. I mean, Pandemonium is an FF2. Yeah, we'll get to do that. I'm not a huge fan of it either, Mook. In fact, I did give it negatives. But you can't tell me there aren't enough to qualify for positives there, is how I'm going to phrase that. That's interesting. You shouldn't be here. But for the right price, I didn't see nothing. Catch my drift. Right. Oh man, FF3. Yeah, we probably want the damage upgrade. 4 defense upgrade is not as good as a damage upgrade. Oh my god. Do I want 3 defense and 1 speed? Or 2 offense and 2 defense? I want the offense. All offense. All offense! This is now an offensive show. Oh, it's pretty low tier phone I've seen Trihex here, which works for it. Alright, so let's sell some of that crap we've been gathering. Whoops. Now, whatever. Exactly. We're supposed to be all offense all the time. I'm telling you, in the back of my mind, I've been trying to think about how to execute a game where, like, it's all about playing mages and just leaning into that fantasy, for lack of a better way to put it. Seeing how it works. Because, like, paying an entire party of glass cannons just sounds frustrating, so making that work feels like an interesting challenge. I suppose ideally it would be the full color spectrum, to use the FF equivalents. Ah, sorry. Yeah, that's what I was... That was one of my first ideas, too, Lord Paramount. I was also thinking doing something with, like, utility magic. Maybe make it so that the player has options to do stuff that just prevents them from taking damage. I don't mean just, like, evasion. Like, maybe summons, or... I don't know. Distractions, illusions... invisibility, an instant win button. Yeah, I didn't ask how big the room is. I cast Fireball. Oh no, there's an interesting idea, Bruce. Tents could be buffs. And at that point, you've opened up the idea a little bit of different kinds of buffs from different kinds of tents. That's an interesting idea. Is success worthwhile if you trample others in pursuit of it? Folks who look too far ahead often don't see who they're hurting now. Oh yeah, I said I'd tell you something funny earlier. I think it's funny anyways. So let me ask you a question. If you're going to name, like, you know, evil person, what comes to mind? Like, what job title comes to mind? Ooh, those are nice. President! Vizier, Necromancer, CEO. Okay, okay. Yeah, I meant in real life, sorry. I should clarify. I realize that's actually an extraordinarily open-ended question. Vizier is a great one, I agree. Who are you? I'm the Chancellor. Oh, so you're evil. How did you find me out? You're the Chancellor. Why machinations? Anyways. The reason I ask is because two of the titles that come to my mind immediately are politician and CEO. That's actually a good point, just about amateur. And you're probably thinking, okay, well, what's the significance of that? So earlier, without even meaning to, I was about to say, you know, I was going to do an offhanded joke about, don't worry, I'm not evil, I'm not a politician or a CEO. The reason I laughed, can anyone in chat guess what career paths my biological family were pushing me towards for my entire life? I'll give you a hint, there's two of them. CEO and politician. They really wanted me to go into the business. Can always dwell in the past. Eventually you have to look towards the future, lest it never come. It's an interesting thing. Actually, fun fact, thanks to some paperworky reasons I will not go into, I actually got rid of the local partners company. How happy am I that I didn't? I mean, I could get real about that. I'm not sure anybody wants me to get real about that. Because every now and again I wonder if it was the right call to not do that. Oh, don't mistake me, that would be a horrible life. But, like, maybe that's it. Maybe that's as good as it gets, right? Maybe life just sucks and there's no point in anything. That goes down and that goes left, and we've already opened up this path. The first good CEO, I'm like, yeah! Yeah. I'll be like that McDonald's CEO. Points if you get that one. Whatever you do not look into his eyes. What in the world is that? I realize I've said that about a lot of the enemies in this game. It's a Fungo Colosso. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Yeah, if you ever... Okay, in the interest of total honesty, there actually are quite a few decent CEOs in the world. They're all CEOs of companies that have like 12 people in them, and are almost always not publicly traded. Or even privately traded, they're just privately owned. That's where you see good CEOs. Obviously, that's not what my beloved family wanted me to do. They wanted something a little different. I mean, lately, look, because Lord knows that dude's just a ghoul. They're coming up with this new burger for McDonald's, which looks exactly like all their other burgers. And he did an advert plugging it. And I want to stress this real quick. How many CEOs can you name that you think have, let's say, 1 ounce of charisma? Or 1 plus, right? 1 single scrap of charisma. Because this guy ain't it. Yeah, I actually don't want to get into Trump, but I don't think Trump actually has what we would normally qualify as charisma. I wish I was pretty, like a flower. But you are pretty like a flower. Yeah, black hole. It's... Yeah, I was trying to think if there's any others that are like larger businesses that are still worth it in. Because I agree with both of those, Costco and Arizona Tea. Um. Hmm. Guess I'll save over here. Probably. This is why I said there's actually probably plenty of decent CEOs. They don't hit the news because there's not a lot of news in CEO does job, doesn't horribly destroy environment and or people. That's not much of a news story, right? Gabe's a weird one. Gabe, I don't want to overpraise Gabe Newell because he's not that great of a person, but he's also not that bad of one. He is also very strongly responsible for one of the reasons why PC gaming is in as good of a shape it is, and has been for years. Speaking of which, anybody hyped for the Steam machine? Yeah, the biggest mark against him I have is the yacht thing. Because yachts, as Jesse's best point out, are not good. Yachts are actually pretty bad. Like, most people think, yeah, no, yachts are bad. No, really. If you ever want to learn, like, I don't know, something horrible in your life, look up how bad yachts really are. Just existing yachts are a bad thing. It's awful. It's right up there with cruise ships. Ow. Well, just for that, I'm going to kill you instantly. Honey wool? Is that equipment? It is equipment. Ah! I'm going to be trying to get Evo a Steam machine, too. I know that's a weird pick, but getting a new computer right now is just a whole thing. Thanks, AI. Speaking of terrible CEOs. And so as a consequence, I've been looking into getting her a Steam machine. She's buying it, I'm not buying it for her. in order to help her out with her game development, because her computer is struggling to run Unreal right now. I'm sorry, students, but you may go no further. Aok? Oh, child, what has happened to you? Your magic. I have no magic. It is gone. As far as I'm concerned, I never had it in the first place. Aok, what are you keeping from us? We were brought here by the Raven herself. The Raven, you say? Even so, the Raven may be a god, but Headmistress Aeldra is my friend. She told us to guard this place at any cost. You must understand. We do, but I'm sorry. The thorns, the magic, the monsters, there's more to this story than we know. And I believe the Raven brought us here to find out. I agree. Zafina may not be with us. I can't leave any mystery unsolved. Sorry, Aok, but we're going to pass. I know. Just can't blame an old ghost for trying. But I have my orders, be you students or not. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Let's settle this in a language I speak. So, hey, Deja Vu, it's the first fight of the game. That's an interesting attack. That's actually the attack from the cat, when we fought the cat. I should see how much health they have. See how bad this is about to be. $30 and $50, so they probably have a phase 2. I mean, that does sound like a good reason to have a good day, Mr. Ray. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry, that's mean. Yeah, the god of death, near as I can tell, jokes, yeah. They might not get that specific about it, though. Maybe the god of life, I don't know. It's hard to tell. You know how these birds are. Wait. Who's USA playing? What's going on? I missed it. I missed it. Yeah. Let me tell you, that bodes well for me, Mr. Reddit. Hockey. The thought of it being too warm right now is just amusing to me, Braven. I want you to know that. As I look outside at the snow, which is still falling right now. Not a complaint. I love me some snow. Oh no, Kennex Cal. I'm ready. I can take it. I'm tough. How bad is it? Damn. Double damn. 59? What? Jesus, Ross, that was what, 10 seconds? Slight exaggeration. Yeah, Marvel Ultimate Alliance is getting there, Zactaf. We might finally run it this year. And by might, I mean we're probably going to run it this year. Like, I would say high certainty. I've owned it for forever at this point. Well, yeah, have you seen Minnesota? Come on. Of course we got hockey. We got this. So let's see what this does. I'm so very sorry about this. Yep, here's our phase 2. I knew that was coming. That's why I buffed right before I pushed him over the edge there. Ow. Thank you for being part of the show, Zactaft. Yeah, 13-3 is on the list, too. No one's donated to that yet. 2801. Why would Canada be so good? Oh. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Mercenary 2. And that's only 2 games. What's your third pick, Zactaft? Yeah, 13-2 might be one of those games that... You know the type, right? It's a game that's actually better than the more well-known game. But everyone cares about the more well-known game. It's actually a pretty common thing. In fact, Mega Man 5, while we're on the subject, nobody cares about Mega Man 5. They don't care about Mega Man 2. Yeah, 13-2 will probably just be a review. Which is fine, and I'm actually looking forward to getting there, but yeah, I get your point, Jesse's Mask. Whereas 13-1 is a... So here's a train wreck. And why? Gotta have the why. It's very important. Yeah, of course he has 80 health. Why wouldn't he? Yeah, then there's 13-3, which is probably the worst game of the 3. But nobody cares about 13-3, except for France. shocking this guy. That I can do, Zach Taft. Give me a moment. Yeah, nobody wants to see lightning return. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, fun fact, lightning is barely relevant in 13.2. Like, she is relevant, I don't want to lie to you, but she's not that relevant. You know, fair, Ross, cannot argue. She is even less relevant in 13.2. Like, she's off fighting chaos, and it's the whole thing. And yes, in 13.3, lightning returns. Yeah, 13.2, lightning leaves. 13.3, lightning returns. Followed immediately by 13.4, lightning goes to get the groceries. I mean, she was, Ross. I don't disagree with that. Hi, Quack. Ow. I'm glad I have regen going. Jesus. I wish Blue Wind was here. They'd find that funny. Blue Wind hates lightning. Like, actively despises. Almost didn't play Dissidia because lightning was in it. Listen. Boonvelzeblah, he's a good guy. He's got some ideas, okay? We need to hear him out. All he wants to do is remove all emotion and turn everyone into eternal slaves to him. No, no, no. No, no, no. 13.2 is lightning leaving to get smokes and milk. And we're like, wow, our lives are so much better now that the toxic asshole is left. And then we get to 13.3. Lightning's back. You are all magnificent students. I fear I cannot waylay you much longer. Is there a phase 3? Oh no, there's a phase 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, then in FF15... No, Noctis is the main character of 15. Type 0 didn't have a main character. Except for Drugs Girl. May she live on in our hearts. Pen 2 is a weird one. Because honestly... Pain feels more like the main character of 10.2 than Yuna. In my opinion. Like, Pain is directly connected to the events of the plot, and every major villain with one exception. Like hell. Okay, cool, cool. Very cool. Very depressing. Yeah, Vivi is another easy pick. He even has a direct connection to the main villain. Both of them. Kefka is easily the main character of FF6. I've said that for years, and when, other smarter people than me sat down and did the math and figured out just how much additional screen time and dialogue he has, it was just like, yeah. Example by inverse, but it still counts. Where's Levitate? There it is. I would actually argue that Galuf is the main character of FF5. Unlike my niece over here.
I'm wearing shorts.
Okay, please don't show me. I don't want to see. Come here. Hug. Oh gosh! How are you so strong? How are you so strong?
I've been getting stronger.
Here, show me. There you go. Oh, you okay?
Uh-huh.
That was still several seconds. You're doing way better.
Yeah.
High five. And then a brofist. And then a backwards brofist.
That's hard to do.
And then a headbutt.
That's a lot of things.
And then a toothpick. Boop. I'm kidding. I got nothing else.
Star?
Star. Oh, yeah, this is actually your star. Here. So, you should probably keep that.
Oh, it needs more batteries too.
Well, I don't have any more. You're gonna have to ask Baba, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Let's see. Should we use a beam of lightning? I think we should use a beam of lightning. What do you think?
Me too.
Let's do it. Let's hit the shadow guys. For tactics? Deleta. Easy answer.
Okay, how much health did we?
Not as much as I'd like. So you can see their health there. He's at. Well, what are those numbers?
27 and 60.
Okay, so 27 of 60, right? And then that one has?
26 of 50.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, we hurt one of them.
Yeah, we didn't do a lot of damage. So we're going to try to do a little bit more.
Sword. Oh my gosh, is that a wizard? Or a witch or something?
I think it's a ghost wizard, but yes, either way.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Yep, no, they're pretty dangerous. They're trying to kill us. I'm not sure why.
Because they're evil.
Well, yeah, obviously.
They try to summon spikes under us.
As you do.
And then that is a low pressure damage.
They really like throwing those stars at us, too.
Yeah.
Let's scooch over here so we
Wait, is this the same game you were playing yesterday?
Yeah.
With that girl?
Yeah, unfortunately, I've been a little bit delayed in playing this game, so it's been a minute.
A while, you mean?
So usually when I say a minute, what I mean is a while, because I like to under-exaggerate rather than over-exaggerate. So yes is the answer to your question.
I'm wearing shorts because my pants got wet.
Why did your pants get wet?
Because of the snow.
Oh,
I
that makes
like to
perfect
walk
sense.
on top of the snow.
I mean, that is very fun.
And I like to find spots that we can walk on that we won't sink in, and that's more fun. Like that big hill, that's my favorite spot.
That is a cool spot. Cannot argue. Uh-oh, bubble.
Bubble, what does that do?
Poisoned me. Oh, no.
Do we have a health person here right now?
We do. We're going to get some healing out right now. Let's get the rainbow. Because, of course, the rainbow heals us. As it would.
Can I sit back over there?
Hang on. What?
Can I sit back over there?
Yeah, hang on.
I will not be cold, but I will at least want to kill her.
Oh, jeez. I'm almost dead.
You're almost dead.
I am almost dead, yes.
Is the healing working?
It is, but it only works once per turn. So what I need is to do lots of damage. But thankfully, I can do that.
What?
I can just fling them away. So that one should be defeated? Yep, okay.
Now fling the other one.
Well, unfortunately... Okay, so it's Lightning Girl's turn. So let's see if we can lightning bolt this guy. Yep, there we go.
Which one's the lightning girl?
That one. The one wearing pink. See?
And then whose turn is it now?
Now it's music person.
Music girl. Okay, we can do a little half and half.
We're gonna have to do a basic attack, because I can't reach the ghost with anything else.
Now fling.
Oh, hang on. He's summoning spikes again.
Now you can fling him.
I can fling. And I will fling.
Is the other girl we were using a karate girl?
Maybe.
Because
I'm not really sure.
Really karate. Which one's the karate girl?
Oh, I don't think we have Karate Girl in the group right now.
Oh, then what's the white one?
The white one is Glass Lady.
Right?
Her special power is glass. She's a glass mage. Oh, I think we beat him.
Oh yeah, we did.
Flex. Flex, flex, flex. Flex.
I'm starting to grow muscle right here.
I see it.
And when I do this, and when I try doing it tougher, it shows more.
That's how that works. That's where you go. You can't see mine because I have layers and layers on, but it's there. And then I can be like, and then, and then. I don't know why I say the sound effect each time, but it's very important. Here, you do it.
I don't know how to do it.
Just do. There. Perfect. Perfect.
But sometimes
No, don't eat my arm. I mean, there's a lot of muscle on it, so I guess that makes sense. Prize medal. Woo. Okay, boss defeated. Whew. I'm sorry, Ailja. I did my best. It's your own fault, of course, for raising such fine students. You may pass, as the Raven wishes. I hope you find your answers, but please allow Ailja her dignity. It was her choice to hide her secrets away here, for better and for worse. We all know what it means to mask your pain, to keep it secret.
Who are we looking for?
Right, now we're looking for, well, we don't know what, actually. So now to get the thing I was trying to get the whole time. Ooh, a sparkly gem. And a book of fire? What does a book of fire do?
Let's do the book. Let's see what the book of. We have a lot of people now.
We do.
Okay, which one is the flinging girl?
The flinging girl is Glass Lady. It's that one right there.
Okay, then we couldn't use it.
Oh, wow. 15 damage to all enemies. Yikes.
Yay.
That is a very nice street sweeper ability right there.
And that would be a very helpful thing.
It would. Let's go save. Oh, God. I didn't even save before that fight. Is there a save here?
Oh, a gem.
No, not the gem. Not the gem. I want to save. I want to save.
You want to say what?
Save. I want to save my game.
Why?
You're kidding, right? It's because this enemy's here. They're going to kill me. No, they're going to kill me.
Use the Book of Fire.
Very well. I will use the Book of Fire. Bam. They're all dead.
The Book of Fire is really easy.
Yeah, I guess it is.
We didn't even need to fight that much.
Nope. Oh, let's take all their money.
We don't eat the money. We take their money.
Oh, okay. What do we do with it then?
We sell things with it. Put the cat to heal. I think this is gonna be a boss.
I hope not.
I want it.
I'm definitely the sidekick von Falkenstein. Hi, Walker.
Sidekick? What's a sidekick?
So, you know how superheroes are like, I'm a superhero, but then they usually have a sidekick who helps and supports them?
Oh, God.
So, I'm your sidekick. And you're the super strong superhero princess.
Because I'm wearing the Elsa dress.
Well, plus you're just kind of awesome.
And like a princess because I love wearing dresses.
Yep. And awesome. That's the important part. Whoop! Okay, cutscene. What is it?
That's a gem.
I think this is what the Raven brought us here to see. So there's a non-zero chance I might kick you out in a second here, kiddo. Just letting you know in advance, okay?
What do you mean 9%?
Okay, valid. Using terminology. Let me try again. So there is a chance the upcoming scene might be something I don't want you to see, okay?
Why?
Well, because this game is not exactly a kid-friendly game in terms of its content. So depending, I might, okay?
Okay.
I don't know what's coming up because I haven't played this game, so this is just guesswork.
Okay, so this is the first time you have gotten to this scene.
Yeah, this is new to me. A dirty old rock? For real? For real? No, I think it's a memory shard, like the others we found. Yes. But this one's different. It feels so sad. I'm as nosy as the rest of us, but this feels wrong. I agree, but we've come too far for this. Content warning. Upcoming depiction of non-graphic death and traumatic recollection. Scenes can be skipped by holding down Y.
Ooh, will we die?
I hope not.
Me too. But I want to see. Where are we?
I think we're in the past.
We're in the past. Then what happened?
I don't know.
Once
Oh.
I knew a little girl. She grew gardens out of hope. She'd leave a legacy of prosperity for her world. Though she yearned to be in bloom, endless winter turned her brilliant hopes and fantasies into tragedies, carved their tombs.
Exactly, Mr. Rip. So we don't know what there might be. So far I haven't seen anything, but we'll see.
Okay. It's raining now.
Eldra! What is it? The fold, it's back! It's coming this way? Worse, it's coming for the sapling. No! Eldra, they need you out there. They can't hold it off on their own. There's a lot of people. We're all very dead, I'm sure.
I think those are you.
That would be awful.
But how? I think you're playing the ranger. Or the black.
Hold fast, my friends. We must protect the sapling at all costs. If the fold reaches it, all is lost. It's here.
Now what?
I don't know. No, Prim. Aster, look out. No, 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 no.
Why is there a heartbreak on that part? Why is there a heartbreak?
I don't know. You took them from me. You took them all. You mindless, poisonous thing. Yeah, it's not even like a entity. It's just a spell.
Oh no, it got the plant. The sapling. The sapling.
Yeah.
Oh no. Now what do we do?
Trapped eternally in pain. Now she calls out for the phantoms that she failed to save, weeps unto their graves, mourns in vain. Foolish plans came at a cost. Now each day that passes on, she wilts, she still regrets, and she can't forget. Yes, I still regret, but I can't forget. I am lost.
You must forgive Aeldra for her protectiveness. She suffers greatly, and her loss is a great burden to her. The headmistress, I never knew about this. Or if you do, by her design. What does all this mean? The headmistress, she was the one who trapped the Dark Fold in the Summerstone. But the plant, what was that? Yes, the summer sapling. I remember now. In the Summerstone with the Fold? The moment Aeldra encased them, the Fold could breathe no longer. It died in the Summerstone, but the sapling was preserved. But what is the sapling? If she was protecting it, why would she leave it inside the Summerstone? Aeldra did not know the Fold was dead. She feared freeing it, a reasonable fear. She suffered so much because of it. She would not chance it getting free once more. As for the sapling, I do not know its true nature. I feel I once did. Oh. I do not by trapping the sapling. Aeldra risks great catastrophe, though she does not know it. Wait, I thought you said the Fold was destroyed. It is not the Fold I fear. The sapling must be freed, or the cost will be great. But the Summerstone was shattered. We watched Safina do it. She was trying to free the sapling the whole time. But Aeldra was able to recapture it, along with your sister. But why? What is the sapling? What can it do? I can remember no more. But, although I can guide you to one who may. Really? Who can help us? It's you!
No, I've never played this game.
Oh, but I thought you were queen. You've got the Elsa outfit, you're queen.
No, I don't. I'm not really queen. It's just a little kid dress.
You'll always be a queen for me. A brethren of mine who lives deep within Ikenfell's archives. Wait, you mean the bookkeeper? The bookkeeper? Yeah, an ancient owl god who resides in the library. Or at least that's what the librarian told us. I thought she was just spinning tales. I've been in the library, I've seen no such thing. Neither have I, but... He is Bloodvin. It is real as you or I. He may be the only one with the answers you seek. Another trip to the library, what a...
What? Those two need what?
What do you say, boss? I agree, we must follow up on this.
Okay,
But after you return us...
The red-haired girl and the black-haired girl. Oh,
There's actually two black-haired girls.
the one over there, the farthest one.
Mhm.
Those two, they need water.
Why do they need water?
I saw little drips of water at the top of their heads.
Oh, yes. And that means they're thirsty.
Yeah.
After you return us, maybe we can ask one more favor, Child of Rava? Merritt wishes to return to her home. Hang on, can I wait till this scene? Is this Thrill Child? She actually has Moog. No, I'm coming. I'm going to find Saf. I need answers. Ah, but without magic, how can you help your friends? My friends. I've spent years becoming someone I can be proud of, someone who works hard, with or without magic. I will see this through. I got this far, and I will finish what I started. But is magic not a part of who you are? It wasn't. Now I suppose I have no choice. If I cannot escape it, I will have control of it! Power unlimited! Alright, can you say that with me? Unlimited power. Unlimited power! There you go. Good job.
Why does it look like she had
I don't know. If I'm honest with myself, it does feel pretty good. Well, yeah, duh, it's lightning. I guess fire in her case. Now let's return to this ridiculous school and find my sister. Merritt? Welcome back. I like the new look. Wait, we have a new look? Gilda. Yeah. Oh, and now we have the heterochromia. That was actually earlier. Oh, it looks like our hair is sparkly? Do you see that? Mm-hmm. I guess I'm a witch now, whether I like it or not. Let's get to the bottom of this once and for all. Ima? We're ready to return. Are we? Merritt rejoins the party. Woo, she actually never left. What's up? Can we go?
Who rejoined?
Zzz.
Which one rejoined?
Ah, and we're gone. The red-haired girl.
Oh, wait. How did you rejoin?
By using the power! The unlimited power I talked about earlier. That's how you rejoin the party. You say, unlimited! And you gotta really emphasize the second word. So try it. Unlimited. Let's say it. Unlimited. And then pause. Oh, there we go. There we go. You're doing great. You're doing great.
I'm really good at that one.
You are. So where are the archives? East wing of the library, across from the study hall. Yawn. At least one of us is excited to visit that old dusty place. Did you mean dusty old place? You two like punching things. I like reading them. Let's go. Unlimited powers. Okay, now I gotta kick you out. Yeah.
I steal your pillow.
My pillow, no, my pillow. Why did you steal my pillow?
Because I did.
There, I've eaten the pillow. You can no longer steal it because it's eaten.
I still have it. No, I'm not eating it.
Behold, the pillow is eaten. It's gone now. It's just gone. I don't know where it went off. It's just not here anymore.
Huh?
It's weird. No. No. You're dragging the whole chair.
I steal pillow.
Please leave the pillow.
It's warm.
It is one. Get it. Oh, and please close the door.
Okay.
Thank you. You know, if Twitch clipping wasn't garbage right now, I'd ask someone to clip her saying unlimited power. But I'm also not sure how much the mic picked that up. All right, hang on. I need to catch up on the review for a second. Let's see. Oh God, what was the name of the spell? You know, the Doom spell of Doom? That's doomy. everyone in chat. Huh? Yeah, I know. Hang on. See if I can find the stupid thing. It's okay, I'll look it up. The Darkfold. That was it. Wait, there we go. That's a good question, Bladefall. Here's an interesting side question. Would the distinction be noticeable? Didn't I find that one? Oh, no, I didn't. I never actually found this one. Well, considering we've seen plenty of battle themes that are clearly the theme of the person in question, that wouldn't surprise me. Is this not it? Yep, there it is. So I'll just head back up now. Well, there should be a combat over here, so... Well, that's an interesting question, though. Can I change the party leader? Because earlier I couldn't. Okay, looks like I can formally change the party. So let's see what this looks like. Or indeed sounds like. Oh, wait. First turn this in. Ooh, a ghost coin. I don't even know what that is. I have no idea where that is. It's like an aqueduct thing. Yeah, Saber's wife. And yes, it's gotten a positive. Or 2 or 18. 37 positives for the fact that that exists. Stupid enemy being on the other side of a freaking fence. Come on. Nah, same song. I mean, that's actually a really cool feature if it was a real one. Like, that feels like its own positive. I guarantee you some people, me, would vary up party members just to have different battle music. Right? Like, imagine if you're playing a Final Fantasy and the battle theme varies based on who's in the party. Or who's at the head of the party, or something like that, right? Oh, I need to go to the cat, right? Okay, let's bring Gilda. Honestly, this is probably my power trio right here. Although having that regen is almost invaluable. So, sorry, I think that's actually my power trio. Well, now we have Ember Power. Enchant several tiles and raise the power of those who occupy them. Yeah, actually quite a few games do that. Final Fantasy V did that of all games, but also Breath of Fire 2 and Breath of Fire 3 both played with that idea. Just looking at our abilities here. Excuse me. Okay, hang on. So, what does that do? Yeah, Grandia did that too. I forgot about that. It's been a long time since I played that. But yeah. And then Super Mario RPG never did that. Unless it does in the remaster, in which case, ignore me. Oh, no way. Seems we've hit another wall, literally. We busted. This is Professor Radigan's work, for sure. She's the one who can manipulate stone of this scale. Radigan is the dueling instructor? You know? Dueling was Saf's favorite class. She would wax on about it. She was always disappointed there wasn't actually dueling involved. Dueling used to be taught back in the old days, but Eldra and Radigan don't run that kind of school, so it's banned. Instead, the hall is used for meditation and strength testing your magic. So I take it that's where we're going. Professor Radigan created this. She's only going to break it. Okay. Couldn't just, get on with it. We have to do this first. Okay. Whatever. Oh, God. Those are really nice potions, actually. Holy crap. Expensive, too. Grab some potions. Yes, Blade Evolve, sorry. That's why I went with the green. I don't have a lot of use for rezzing out of, or healing out of combat. Perhaps amusingly. Head Hugger. Is that like Bear Hugger? Yeah, we're past the point of money being a problem. Which is good, I guess? I don't know. I mean, it's better than the alternative, let's put it that way. While we're here, let's go check the Uber accessories for a second. See if there's something we can grab or upgrade. Although at a glance, not really. I mean, I guess we could get the better Phoenix pin, which might be worthwhile. Yeah, I'm up to 2 of the 10. So yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade the Phoenix Charm. Yes, please. And put that on you. There we go. I was actually thinking about that. It's one of those weird things, because, like, ideally you probably want money to keep mattering, right? But I've played several RPGs where money continues to matter, and it usually sucks. And it's almost always because of bad balancing. But the second thing, let's zoom in a little bit more from a design perspective. It's better to reward the player by making sure that they're flooded with money if they're doing things properly, than to penalize them if they're not, I think. In other words, if I was to phrase this differently, imagine if I wasn't being diligent about looting and fighting enemies and looting stuff. Like, half of my income is coming from the fact that I'm engaging in the mechanics, which is good. I should be rewarded for engaging in the mechanics of the game, so I have a surplus of money. By contrast, imagine if I wasn't. Penalize them for doing it? Well, then you'd just be making Kingsfield, Mr. Red. Okay, another wall. Let Gell and I handle this one. I mean, look, Darkrai, it's sort of my job, to be fair. I know a lot of people contest that because they're like, ugh, you gave a bad review to a game I love. Oh yeah, Valerian. Valerian! Valerian's not there. That's okay. It's funny you say that, Blade 12, because I can think of several RPGs that do exactly that. And they're all named Dragon Quest. An interesting song. I'm dead serious. The mini medals, which you start getting early on, but start being relevant later on. By contrast, early on, gold is extremely valuable because every single upgrade is a noteworthy improvement. But later on, gold stops being relevant except for buying like potions and the like. Yeah, Lufia 2 is another good example, though. Which is funny, because Lufia being based off EverQuest, or not EverQuest. Dragon Quest. Yeah, the Quest. I was never a fan of the movie Labyrinth, and when I went back to it, my opinion of it kind of went down a bit. So what is Ember Power? In this game, a favorite character? Yeah, Labyrinth is one of those meme films, and I don't really mean that as a bad thing. There's a value and purpose in meme films. But it's not a film I'm sitting down waiting to go and rewatch for enjoyability, but rather just pure like, oh man. What in the nonsense is this? Can I name a good scene in Labyrinth? So anyways, moving on. Oh, you do not want to know, Darkrai. It has been recommended to me a couple of times. I don't actually think I need it, although it probably would help. But even if it would help, it doesn't matter because I don't got that kind of change. I guess Petronella is probably the closest thing to my favorite character in this game. So far. Yeah, actually, Dream Whisperer. They clearly have some self-worth issues, which, I mean, is relatable. But they have just enough of a sense of self to be able to push them out there without falling into too many cliches, and it's just generally cool. Flare! We just gained this spell. Flare. Which, it's worth noting, is our final spell. Can only use when HP is a critical. That's interesting. Yeah, for those of you who played FF4, we just gained Nuke. It took me years to realize Nuke and Flare were the same spells, by the way. Go ahead, make fun. I accept it. Stasis. Life Drain. Drain a foe's inner alchemical life force. Damage targets and lower their speed for 2 turns. Yes, again, Blade Cheval, I will admit on that one. It honestly took until about FF7 for me to really cognate all that. It's like, oh, right. Yeah, no kidding, Dream Whisperer. Oh god, FF1. Starborn. There is one thing... Why, Ross? There is one thing I'm grateful for? For the fact that we've already covered FF1, and that's the fact that I don't have to really think about the spell names. Because, you know, for those who don't know, the spell names in FF1 NES are kind of bad in English. Summon a friend to damage a target and delay its turn. Damn. It's okay. Tomorrow we'll probably be playing this game. Might even beat this game. Who knows? What am I doing here? Since you beat that baddie next turn, I'll tell you. Set up pranks for the next term. Dueling class is all about preparing for the worst, protecting yourself. So I say it, perfect place to pull some pranks. Not that I need an excuse, but it's easier to get away with it this way. Evil laughter. Would have been really funny, and I would have had to plan this out, as if I finished FF13 on the 13th VOD tomorrow. Professor Radagund. I'm and students. What are y'all doing here? It's a long story. Rook and Petronella. There's a couple of faces I don't often see in these halls. I'm guessing you're not here for extracurricular workouts. Please, no. It's about the state of the school right now. Safe to assume you've noticed. I'm surprised to see so many of you here. But, Headmistress Eldra ordered us to lock things down. I somehow doubt she gave you lot permission to wander around. No, they're under my supervision right now. We have reason to believe Eldra is the cause of all this. Now that is something. And a serious accusation, Ima. And not the least of it, she's holding my sister hostage. Ooh, your sister? This is Merit, Safina's sister. Of course. Of course the Hildegard girl's involved in all this. You may not recognize her new demeanor, but Gild is here too. Once you see what she and Merit can do, our story will be more credible. So please, hear us out. Oh, so you want to do a random boss battle for no reason other than to have another boss battle? You got it. Seriously, that actually is probably some of the most excuse for a boss battle we've seen so far. Incredible. Now I have to rewrite the entire curriculum. Kidnappings, Darkfold, Coven. I know it's hard to believe, Professor, but if it came from anyone else, I would not. So you'll help us? Yes, after a boss battle. I must join the succession. The what? Succession to be headmistress. Well, why me? I'm so young. I still have my thesis. I was young when Eldra chose me to be a successor. We never got along. We still butt heads all the time. But she wanted someone who could challenge her. As do I. So, what you say is true, and I believe you. Eldra's time as head of Ikenfell may be coming to an end. I can't replace her until I have named a successor. I'd already made my decision, but today you solidified my choice. You're a great leader. I don't plan on being head of Ikenfell for long. To be honest, you'll be a much better fit for the job. I think you're a perfect fit. Yeah. You're the most popular professor in the school, Ima. I'll consider it. Please give me time to decide. Good enough for me. But now I gotta do a boss battle. Now! Something dirty is going on in my school. So let's get to the bottom of it. What? I'm your fitness teacher, and you have a tough fight ahead of you. I told you it was a boss battle. Nobody listens to me. Whatever. Sparkle. Old-fashioned duel. Brutish. This is why I hate this class. Let's do it. Yeah, now we're talking. So what if we die here? Like, do you murder us? Like, it's a game over, but like, is it a game over because you killed us? This is a real question. Like, these fights are just... Huh? Sometimes. Oh, whoops, I accidentally murdered the students. Ah, well. Death to the living. I mean, that would make sense, Darkrai, if you think about it. Ow. That was a hell of a hit. Ow. Not very many, Mr. Red. There's a couple, but not very many. God, that hits like hell. Did you mean hurt like hell? No, I mean hits like hell. Ugh. How much health do you have? Oh my god, we're not even halfway through their health. Okay. Oh my god, Arspruce. I didn't even catch that. And now you've cursed me. Amazing. Students are tougher than they used to be. You just hit me for half my health with one attack. You little snot. And onto the trap. Cool. That was a really strong trap, too. Which I had specifically set up because it would be very strong. Right, and you can only give items horizontally, not vertically, so I actually can't res right now. Okay. Can I just pop it under him? No, of course not. Oh my god, this fight. Oh, hey, I can do flare. No, I can't. I don't have the range to do flare. I hate this game. I hate everything in the entire world. Okay. Get up. Can I seriously? Oh my god. Really? Really? You know what? Actually. Yes, the question. The reward hit needs to be big for that kind of a thing to be worthwhile. So, we'll see in a second. If I ever get a turn... Oh my god, fine. We'll do this. Listen. FF13 does a thing to a man. Oh, now I healed too much so I can't use it. Great. That's great. That's a good thing. I am happy about the fact that that happened. That would be very funny, Ikenfell. It won't, but that would be very funny. I can't believe how bad Lufia 2R was. I'm sorry. I know we're like weeks out from that, but holy god. That was so bad. Like, I've already jotted it down as one of my most unexpectedly bad game picks for this year, because Jesus. Was not expecting that. Stuff like that is why I don't like to give an opinion on a game unless I've done a review of it. And, like, that's an example of that. Oh, hey. Okay. We can flare again, right? Nope, I healed too much. How much health do you have left? Okay, whatever. Die. Just die. Yeah, D20 Archon. I mean, it wouldn't... like, we were talking about that during the run. I think the only negatives it wouldn't have received if Lufia 2 magically didn't exist was the external continuity ones. Otherwise, it's so... Oh my god. Still just a terrible game. I was expecting it to be better than Lufia 1. I really was. And I was wrong. Really, Saber for wife? Uh-huh. Is this the new generation? Gosh, we're lucky. Well, I never got to see Flare, so whatever. Someday. Gravity. You've learned the spell Gravity. Ah! You have learned Spaghettify. Wonderful. You've all grown so much. I'll take down the wall, as agreed. Meet me at the entrance to the archives. Okay. Triple tag is literally a triple lightning punch. Is she going to turn to Ayla? Is that where we're at? Unlimited spaghetti. Which would actually be kind of a cool spell if you think about it. But yeah, no. It's pretty rare that a game is made substantially worse because it's a sequel. It happens. Paper Mario Sticker Star comes to mind immediately. Although even that, I think it was only like 5 or 6 negatives for being a Paper Mario game. Yeah, Devil May Cry 2. It's another one. Lufia 2R, in the interest of fairness. Mass Effect 3. Spaghettify. Destroys the entire solar system. Careful where you cast this! I actually did give Mass Effect 2 a couple of negatives for its connections to Mass Effect 1, or rather lack of connections. Didn't kind of make the game, you know, terrible, but it is worthy of note. Oh, I know, Ross. Oh, God. Wait, we're not playing Lufia 4. Like, for real, we're not playing Lufia 4. Oh yeah, After Years. That's another good example of a game that we'll see. Like, again, I hesitate to give an opinion. Okay. Yeah, no, exactly, Mook. It is dumb. It needs to be acknowledged that it's dumb. It's just, I also think Mass Effect 2 is a really good game. I'll leave it to you from here. You say the Coven Mage is outside the spell tower? Yes, he's trying to find a way to break through. Then I'll have a word with him. Peace. Hope you find what you're looking for. It doesn't exist, Saber for Life. Also, I don't own it, which kind of puts it as the outlier there. Nice place. Oh, sorry. Finally, we're inside. Let's go. Hold up, Merritt. I know it's a library, but the archives can be very dangerous. We should proceed carefully. I know. I want to save my sister. I don't like her, but it's not that I don't like her. I'm just worried that she'll... You keep talking like she's out to hurt us. She lied a lot, I know, but I think she tried to do the right thing. So I guess I don't really understand your spite towards her. It's okay, Merritt. We all want to save her. I think everyone's in best interest to be cautious. For once, I agree with Purdy. First time I came in here, I ended up in first aid with acid burns. This place is dense with magic and trickery. Too many years being crammed with books and relics. These passageways have ways of concealing themselves. Also, I've been thinking about this whole time. You know what this music really reminds me of? Especially the dungeon music? The Game Boy Zelda games. It's been true the whole game. It's just, I was reminded of it just now. Because, you know. You kidding me with this? Die. Oh, the final boss is totally going to be immune to Flare. Assuming I can ever even cast the damn thing. At this point, who knows? Okay, that's not how I thought that was going to work out. So the spell said summon friend, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. No problem. I'll cast it on my ally over here. That's not what the spell meant. There's a triple strike. So this is going to be funny. Because, yeah, we just died before we could cast Flare. I hate everything. Alright. I remember hating Lufia 3 back in the day. I don't mean hating, just to be very clear about that. But the thing is, I don't have any other real memories of it, other than hating it and loving the final song. So, I have no idea how such a review would go. It's one of the reasons I'm acquiescing to it. Okay, please cast Flare. Okay, let's do this. $28 damage. Yeah. Yeah, I also didn't get all greats on that. And we know how much that changes it. That's a demon eye. Boost your power. Yeah, that sounds like something I want to do. Hey guys, you've been doing some good demon eye lately. Oh, it's so good. Oh man. I can't even feel my face. I don't remember Dragon Georgians doing that, Lord Hammer. What do you mean? Yes, I know that. I don't know, Kitten Fan. You know what we should do here? I'm going to temporarily change this to auto great timing because I want to see what a full thing does. I guess that's true. No, I guess that's valid, Lord Harriman. I guess I never thought of it that way. Especially considering the fact that, you know, they like to do the gauntlet thing every now and again where you don't have time to regen. But you're right. What am I supposed to do here? Damn it, Immortal Slime. I told you to stop giving me money. Quit it. Quit it. Okay, for real. I'm stuck. I can't believe this. I'm actually stuck. I don't know what to do. Which means it's something really dumb. It's always something really dumb whenever I'm stuck like this. Thank you, Immortal Slime. Please stop giving me money. As usual, if you would like to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. Mage 4, BZ Kakarot, and Jedi Fallen Order. Okay, so I have looked. Thank God I actually do have a walkthrough here. The correct answer is to talk to this thing. The usual Immortal Slime. I would not have seen that. Excuse me, my sincere apologies, but the archives are currently closed off. Are you Bloodvin? I thought you'd be bigger. I am not the bookkeeper, no. Merely one of his messengers. Please, we need to find the librarian. This is something we have in common. We shall search together, then. Uh-oh, it's 2 books and 2 skulls. Natural allies. So, then they died. I wonder what the level cap is in this game. Okay. That's kind of what I'm expecting at this point, Dream Whisperer. Because, yeah, we're level 19. We have all of our best spells. And, that's a good question, Lord Haramon. I don't know. I do wonder if there's the supposition, though. Like, I don't want to sound dismissive, but it seems strange to have EU5 and CK3 both have the entire world in them. I know. They're different games. It's just interesting. Go away. Well, if 20 is the cap, we're going to find out pretty soon, I would say. Yeah, back in EU4, I used to make Africa a goal of mine. I don't have any real good reason for it. It was just a thing. Also, much easier to paint than, say, Europe. Because Europe is like, rah, the whole time, and you're like, ugh, shut up and let me conquer you. And Europe's like, no, I don't want to let you conquer me. And I'm like, ugh, fine. I'm going to go conquer Africa. Is that cool? Yes, we're okay with you conquering Africa. Okay, cool. Look, if I could mine golems in Africa, that would be badass. I would not be opposed to that. Who is USA currently going up against anyways, Ross? Oh, Latvia, you already said that, never mind. Our magics continue to fade and the sapling continues to wilt. We know the two are connected, but what mechanism of the gods we cannot fathom. The sapling has been transported to a safe location under our watch. We must study it further. It's dated 850. Not long after that tome we found at the study hall. Similar to the books Safina was bringing me. This book of old spells, not the sapling. Must be where she learned about it. Not only has our magic started to fade, but new magics are materializing before our very eyes. Fortunately, we have found a way to contain the sapling and protect it. Its death has been slowed, but not suspended. We must find a way to preserve it. It's the exact same thing that happened to us. With our combined efforts, we have successfully encased the sapling and prevented its demise. The magical phenomena have slowed, proving our theory that it's about its connection to this happening. Some still wield their powers, the pyromancers, the tempestry, and the ghost walkers amongst them. Were we to suddenly lose these great magicians, our society would suffer greatly. Wait, they had powers like me and Merit? But I thought I was the first lightning witch. This has all happened before, but the opposite to us. These magics haven't existed for longer than any history book. Somehow they lost their magic. There must be more to this story. Ah! Nothing spooky is going on. It's a magic story. Hello, Evo. Do you think he'll come to be a student after all this? I don't think so. I'm gonna rescue Saf, whatever it takes, but I don't think the magic world's the place for me as is. But with your magic, Before I had magic, nobody in this place cared about me. Including my sister, evidently. I just feel like there's nothing here for me. Nothing? What about the friends you've made? Merit likes you all. It's obvious. She's just hurting right now. I know. She just got me wondering. I feel like maybe I've grown out of this place. Let's keep looking. A lot of books all over the place. It's another memory shard. Game, I know. It's very odd. I was gonna do something. Okay, fine, whatever. I had another fatigue attack this morning. Had to lay down for another 3 hours. Can't believe I haven't been here before. How did you find it? I knew you'd like it. But I'm not allowed to keep some secrets. Hey, why didn't you invite Nella along? I don't know. They haven't been talking to me much lately. I thought this would be a cool thing between us. Blush, blush. I don't really like this side of you. Sneaking, keeping secrets. Rook, I've got to get back to work on my thesis. Thanks for showing me this. I'm sure I'll find some great books here. I'll see you later. Drama. School drama. We didn't talk much after that. I assume that's when she started digging up these new books. Did you just not like me anymore? What? Oh. I broke it off because I hated we were cutting you out. But you were avoiding me left and right. You also missed my middle niece being extremely adorable earlier, Evo. And the big plot revelation. It turns out our sister is not evil, we think. And the great evil super spell of death has actually been dead for a long time. But there's this thing called the sapling, which I'm not sure what it is now, but it's connected to the fact that magic changes periodically. And the fact that I can just snap my fingers and grin at people, that's also an effect of magic changing. probably are, Spruce. Okay. Ah! All the enemies here have such high speed. I was cranking speed for a while there, but I'm just falling behind, so I'm going to stop bothering. And if you really go to the Zelda music, right? It's even got the same cadence to it. I knew it, Evo. You weren't working yourself to the bone. How could you? Listen, in our society, you're only worth as much work as you're putting out. And money you're making. Actually, that's true, isn't it? It doesn't matter how much work you're doing. It just matters how much money you're making. It's all about the money. Money, money, money. Insert Totaro here. Ah, now here we are. I thank you kindly for your help. I'm now your boss fight. Yeah, so let's save. He just vanished. The Liar City would help us. Ah, that's better. You are Bloodvin, aren't you? Apparently humans can be clever sometimes. It's rather enchanting. Let me formally introduce myself. I'm Bloodvin, bookkeeper of Ikenfell. But why deceive us? My other form navigates the library more easily. But that was not my true form. As such, it would have been dishonest to give you my true name. The logic of a god. Well, we were glad we could help. Can you honor our agreement and show us the librarian? I'm afraid I cannot do that. That exchange was also not made by my true self. So naturally, I cannot be held to it. What rubbish. Got it with the word games. Let us pass. Yeah, let us by, old bird. But the dance of language is the finest, is it not? You are insistent. But I cannot let you proceed, unfortunately. I am charged with protecting the librarian at this time. A request from the headmistress, I gather. But the librarian searches for my save the school. And I am not one to interrupt a scholar in her research. A preposterous thought. But we have information that can help her. We all have a role to play in this story. I, as a guardian, shall play mine. As a boss fight. Okay, we tried the Simon's way. Now we'll do it my way. Your persistence is ill-advised. It is unfortunate your story will end here. Evil laughter. Okay. I have no idea, Trihexia. Your guess is as good as mine. Seriously? I'm too close to do my triple strike on it? You gotta be kidding me. Listen, I would love some owl stew, I'm just saying. Or boiled owls. Ooh, yes, yes. Sounds delicious. So there's the gravity spell. Can I punch you now? Thank you. Listen, I just want to eat owls, okay, Evo? And I guess everything. I just want to eat everything. Why do you think I like Kirby games? Oh man, if I could just eat without regards to weight, well, I wouldn't actually probably eat too much more. Because, you know, I don't like wasting. But still, woof. This is not going as I expected. Let's skip to the part of the story where I defeat you. I think we just hit phase 2. That was 8 damage with all grades. Jesus. I mean, those worms are like coming up to our waist, so if you think about it. I know sprite work is sprite work, but still. Recreational eating, huh? I could see that. Well, not only that, but like, cooking is an art form, right? It's not just about pragmatic nutrition. Jesus, okay, that's a hell of an AoE. I mean, I hate to go back to Star Trek, but the freaking chefs, all of them, everyone who cooks in Star Trek, none of them really have to. Oh yeah, that's like right now, isn't it, Johnny? Alright. Show of hands. How many of you think anything at all worth a damn will be shown today at the State of Play? Bonus points if you think it's going to be, like, basically, how many things worth a damn do you think are going to be here today at the State of Play? I'm guessing 2 things if we go with the absolute technicalities, right? 2 things that are worth even mentioning. That's going to be my bet right now. God, that just hits the entire arena. You know, I just had an interesting thought. Okay, so I can flare now. So let's see what a great flare does. With no buffs. And debuffs. 30 damage. That's still not bad. It's not as much as I was hoping for, but still. Positioning requirement for it is wild. There's level 20. Nope, we're still leveling. Okay. Impressive. I suppose I'm out of my element. I'm god of books and stories, not battles after all. I promise we are here to help. It appears your story continues beyond this door. So I shall be your guide once more. Hello. Sure. Hello, Dr. Winter. Dr. Winter. Hello, Zara. Let's unlock our shortcut there. I just can't piece this together. Something is missing. Funny, I was literally just asked about that, Zara. Short answer, no. Haven't seen a soul in over a week. You alright? Yes, of course. But I wasn't expecting so many visitors. I apologize, but I can't help you at the moment. I'm doing some very urgent research for Aeldra. Let me guess, it concerns the sapling? How'd you know that? We've been doing some research of our own. Can you tell us what you learned? I'm trying to find a way to preserve it. Or else this whole place might blow. Or something? I'm not actually sure. That's just the thing. I'm not sure we should be preserving it. Explain. Explain. And the Raven gave you no more details? She couldn't remember. She's not the only one. Every account I read about has the same occurrence. The author begins to forget what they're writing about. Their tellings of the sapling begin to wander and fade. And I'm missing so many volumes, it's like half of them don't exist. I might have something to help with that. My sister made this prism before she was caught. It can probably help us find the missing volumes. Which would have been useful weeks ago if she hadn't kept it secret. Purdy. It just... How could she let this happen? Not the only one she hurt, Purdy. Every time I feel like I've made any friends, everything just falls apart. But, wait, what? No! See you around, Immortal Slime. What just happened? Drama. There's a lot of bottled up emotions in this lot. Can we do anything about this? We need to work this out together, or else... We'll be alright. I'm gonna have a quick chat with Purdy. Don't say it. You don't have to say it. I'm being unfair to the others, to Merit. Sorry. I don't want to be. I just... No, but... If you know all that, why do you storm off? Oh, Ima. As soon as anyone even starts to be nice to me, my stomach just twists up and I push them away. It's just... It's like I want everyone to hate me. You like Merit, don't you? It's that obvious. How in Wallace Blowhole can someone be so cool? There's no way she's related to Sav. Reminds me of you and your parents. Good point. To be honest, I'm pretty tired of wrangling you kids. I think you know what to do. The only thing left to do is to do it. Do. Or do not. Okay, I will. Everything that's happened with Safina, I'm probably the best one to talk to anyway. I guess my work here is done. Thank you, Emma. I don't deserve you. Oh, undoubtedly. You can call it square if you save the world. Deal. Meanwhile, slightly over there. Hey. Rook, I'm sorry for avoiding you last year. You and Saf were my whole world, and it felt like it came crumbling down around me. I was really hurt when Saf and I broke up. Felt too late once I noticed you drift away. I'm sorry for keeping a secret from you. I should have been there for you. You're always so supportive of me and everything I do. You deserve a friend who does the same in return. It's weird. Right now, the world might literally be crumbling around us, and I feel like it's my fault. What? Rook, Sorry, that's some strange formatting. I ditched Saf, leaving her to her own devices. But by then I'd driven you away. You. You saved me and Saf from mortal danger a dozen times. When things get bad, there was one person most likely to save us. And I went and alienated them. You're being modest. You're the one who pieces together every puzzle we encounter. Always one step ahead of everyone else. It never ceases to amaze me how clever you are. Okay, maybe I was being slightly modest. The fact is, we work best as a team, and I want that team back together. Me too. Mystery-solving squad sure has grown, though, hasn't it? Yeah, but Gilda, Barrett, Emma, everyone has such powerful new magic. Do they even need someone like me? Of course they do. I got a school to save. They need us more than ever. And I need you. So wait, which one's Spock? And they hug it out. I'm sorry for blowing up on you all. Ever since I got to Ikenfell, my whole life has turned upside down. Oh my gosh, Evo. And the stuff from Safina has hurt a lot. You've all been a great help and kind friends to me. Don't worry, Merritt. It's been a ride for us all. As I say, that's your alchemist, your support mage, and your main healer, too. That is not someone to piss off. Right from the start, it was something I'm not used to. I returned the favor by being mean and sniping at you about Saf. You deserve better than that. Thanks, Birdie. I know Safina is... She did hurt me. Terribly. It's really painful for me to talk about. I promise I'll explain. Just give me some time. Of course. I'll take part in the truce. Maybe we don't see eye to eye to Birdie. But it's obvious you care about Ikenfell a lot. Even if you're a rich kid. We need your help if we're going to save it. And no more secrets? Well... You're my best friend in the whole world now. Together we can get through anything. And no secret is worth giving that up for. Ah, yes. Gang's back together. Now let's get back to the real fight. Excellent. There's just one book we're missing. If readings are correct, there's a secret room here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. And now back to the horrifically creepy music of eldritch death and horror. There is no life in the void. Only the endless death. In the afterlife, all you have to play is Kingsfield 4. Unless you complain about it, then they force you to play Kingsfield 1. Chapter 7, Blood Magic! Oh, great! They make you play wizardry. The original wizardry. And this is what we're looking for. Okay. Whoever is reading this, welcome to the Winter Age. Your summer is ending. Every 1,000 years or so, the season will change. Not a season as we usually know it, but a season of magic. When the new season arrives, a new wave of magic comes with it. The old magic fades, and with it all memories and knowledge of it disappear. Old books, writings, and enchantments created by it will become invisible, even in plain sight. This is the nature of the two seasons, and only during this transition are we aware of it. Summertide is the season of growth, language, and fertility, your season. Winter Age is our season, a time of strength, survival, and dominion of the elements. We write this knowing we will soon forget it, in hopes you will not make our mistakes. The sapling is not immortal, as we once thought, but it will die and be reborn again. This is the power that signals the change of a season, and one that must be allowed. We tried to prevent it, capturing the sapling and preserving its life force. The consequences were dire. The new magic built up inside it until it could no longer be contained. It broke free all at once, and much of Ikenfell was once destroyed. We were lucky more lives were not lost. We would rebuild our school and protect these pages in hopes our descendants are wiser than us. Let the sapling pass peacefully, and let the season change. Winter Age is a harsh season, cold and ruthless. But you have new magic. You'll survive. May Walla grant you strength, and the ravens watch over you. Good luck. That's a lot to take in. Because we have a long winter ahead of us. Phew. What? I was worried that once we stopped all this, I'd lose my powers. We all have new powers. It seems they're here to stay. I mean to bring down the mood, but the sapling, the headmistress still has it frozen in the spell. She's doing the same thing the authors of the text did. Now she doesn't break free, we could suffer the same fate. She's trying to suppress the forces of nature. Yeah. We always try. Okay, it's like 20 degrees out right now, which explains why it's so warm right now. And pretty much everything surrounding me is currently trying to suppress the forces of nature. Why is that a bad thing? Sorry. Sorry, Evo. I'm afraid all of WoW has been deleted. They were like, okay, we're going to use AI, and we're going to use AI on the WoW servers. And the AI was like, nom, 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 nom. And so WoW was gone. All of WoW was gone. They would be so turbo sued from so many people. Like that, yeah. I know that MMOs technically can have the plug pulled at any point in time, but that's not what that scenario would be. And they'd fight it. They'd be like, no, listen, it's cool. We used AI. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. AI is a good thing because for some reason there's 3 people in the offices who keep pushing it, and they keep telling me to buy crypto. Dead or alive, Mook. We still can't get to it. How can we stop Eldra? She's too powerful. We must be even more powerful. We must have the ability to instantly win with a single button press. Fortunately, I've got an idea. See, the thing is, oh god, I remember that one, Ross. If they put AI in WoW, you'd ignore it. Really? If it turns out that Midnight was made with WoW, that's gonna suck. But I'm still walking away from it like that. No tolerance. And it is pretty. You look like you had a thought. Huh? No, it's nothing. It pains me to say this, but we have to stop Aeldra. She doesn't know what she's doing. She believes she's protecting us. Does she have a weakness? Some way we can break her spells? Everyone has a weakness, but hers is unknown to me. There's one person who will know. Professor Everlay. Who? Ikenfell's head gardener. She's Eldra's oldest and dearest friend. If anyone knows Eldra's secrets, it'll be her. What are we waiting for? How do we get to the gardens? The main entrance is in the Twilight Yard. Let's go! Oh, I know, Van Falkenstein. What I legitimately don't get is why so many people are just kind of going along with it. Like, it's easy to understand why a couple of idiots are pushing AI. It really is. It's because they're idiots and they've bought into the grift. Okay, cool. Why is everyone else going along with that? The amount of damage they're doing is so substantial. Like, I don't get it. There is a really unpleasant asterisk here. So, for those of you not aware, unions are a legally protected thing in the United States. I don't know in other countries, so I can't speak to that. But here in the States, if a union votes to, like, strike, then you are legally not allowed to do stuff in retaliation against them for doing that. Yes, there's plenty of in-betweens and, like, asterisks and shenanigans, but you get the idea, right? The point is, if you strike, you're not supposed to be fired for that. Similarly, if an entire group unionizes, you're not supposed to just fire the entire group. Here's the catch. That's a federal law, which requires the current federal administration to enforce that law. Do you see the problem with that? That's a good way to put that, Eva. Laws are toilet paper if not enforced. Oh! This is going to be where our next spot is. This place is beautiful. The gardens is my favorite place in the whole school. So we're looking for the gardener. Professor Everley. She rarely leaves the gardens. This is her and Elja's big project before Elja became headmistress. She must be here somewhere. Okay, so I'm looking for fluffy grass and then regular grass and a thing curving down and from the right. That's an enemy? Go away. Most terrifying enemy of all. Bees. I do like how the grass is growing around us as we're moving around.
Play that game. What are
Nope.
spotted?
the middle niece can now hold on to my leg for over 10 seconds while I lift the leg up. Okay, let's go fight some bees. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of game CK3 really is, Lord Aramont. You just kind of have to go with it at a certain point. You know what? Someday you should challenge yourself to try and do an ethical playthrough of CK3, I mean. Good freaking luck. But you should still totally do it. So I'm guessing, based on the fact that nobody said anything except for Dead or Alive 6 or whatever they're up to, that there's been no news of note. Maybe it'd be like a survival challenge, Lord Aramont. Oh. How long can you survive against everyone else who's, you know, horrible? Oh, Dead or Alive 6 is already out? Then why is that news? Then again, why is The Last of Us 2 remastered news? My goodness. Too many subs, that Rift person. As opposed to that Raft person. Different things, I swear. You know what makes me vaguely sad? And it shouldn't. There's nothing wrong with it, but it does make me sad. Somewhere, somehow, there's someone who heard the announcement of a remaster for Last of Us 2 and was super hyped about it. And I don't know what to add to that. No offense if you were that person. It reminds me of another game that got a remaster, which I remember being like, why? It was Final Fantasy X. I actually called it the hardly different version, because it was indeed hardly different. Now, what's funny is there was a second remaster later of FF10, which is a little better polished up. But still, like, God. Why? Thank you for the subs, that Rift person. And as you are probably aware, you can put those towards up to 3 things if you'd like to. What am I doing? Is it an obvious? I'm looking for sharks. What? You don't think a small shark could fit in here? Whatever. What do you know about sharks? More than you, buddy. More than you. Interesting puzzle design. I did, in fact, Darkrai, because I was already a YouTuber and starting my streaming career when that was a thing. So yeah, I was already doing that for the show. Okay, whoop, up, up. Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Give me 1 second. Pokemon Platinum. Pokemon Soul Silver. Pokemon Emerald. I wonder if any of those are good. Someone actually very correctly pointed out on my stream that I don't actually know the quality of the Pokemon games of that era, because I never actually played them. And that is 100% true. And by played, I mean reviewed. Sorry. Clear of a sense there. I'm pretty sure every Pokemon game will do better than Red. I don't know. Hey, Evo, do you think arranged marriages are ethical? Platinum was pretty high up for me until I played the ones after it, if that makes any sense. I also have to admit I have a purely nostalgic reason for liking Platinum. It was the first one I was able to trade in. That is a huge buff to defense. References to self-abuse, self-harm. Content warning. Headmistress visiting me in the gardens. What an honor. Don't tease. Wish I could visit more often, but there's so much work to be done. Now this thing with the Summerstone. You look so tired, Bod. You're overworking yourself. You need to delegate. That's part of your job, you know? I know, but I think something dangerous is coming. Bod, I mean it. I can feel it. I just need to make sure you were safe here. I believe you, and I am fine. You can't protect everybody, not on your own. I can try. I made the mistake of letting my guard down once. It won't happen again. Just, please take care of yourself, too. I have to go. Are you going to the room? You're using it a lot these days. I have to. I don't have time to be like this. I have to be better. I love you. You know that, right? I know. I'm sorry. Thank you for looking after the gardens. They're more beautiful than they've ever been. Interesting. Honestly, I would skip it, Walker, unless you're particularly interested in a Switch. If you get a Switch, too, you get access to an onerous amount of games on it, so that's something to at least consider. But that's it. Yeah, getting physical copies of games is another good reason to get into consoling. Some consoles, not the Switch, as it happens. That is a huge buff. I'll take that. Actually, no. Nintendo is its own thing. I'm kind of with you. But no, I would formally say that the PS5 isn't really worth it right now. No, I like Onerous. Gets across a different vibe. And the Xbox is on its way out. This is like the worst possible time to be getting into the Xbox. Even ignoring all the AI bullcrap and self-destructive sabotage that Microsoft's doing. The fact is that they were already walking away from the Xbox. I know I'm supposed to be in my room, but it's just so cramped in there. There's no cute bugs to make friends with. That's true. You need cute bugs. I have heard nothing good about the Metal Gear Solid 3 remaster. I don't know if it's good or not. I'm just stating what I have heard. It would be interesting to go through it, because I happen to be a big fan of Metal Gear Solid 3. People are crazy, Darkrai. That goes back a ways, too. PS1 and N64. Yes, I realize technically the SNES had a couple of RTSs on it. And very technically, the Genesis had the first RTS. Let's not get into that. No technicalies. I mean, Nintendo's strategy and approach has been to be very careful about managing their finances, not going into big AAA titles, taking care of and protecting their worker force to make sure that the workers are happy and want to keep working for them for a long period of time, which means better games over a longer period of time, bigger gaps in between games might be a better way to put that, which also leads to a larger player base, which are more invested and are more loyal over a longer period of time. In short, Nintendo's kind of crushing it on the strategy of being a business. Sony isn't. Sony's big push for several years now has been the idea of pushing the idea of really trying to buy in. So they dump a ton of money on people to get temporary or permanent console locks, and they dump a ton of money in to make the PlayStation 5 as high hardware as they possibly can. And that's it. That's their approach. There are plenty of good games on the PS5, but how many of them are only on the PS5? You know? There's no judgment here. If you want to pick up a PS5, go for it. That's not what this is about. It's just, Nintendo is actively doing everything it can to be a company for the next 20 years. Sony is doing the opposite of that, like most AAA companies are doing right now. Most of the AAA gaming space is going way out of their way to try and constantly kill the golden goose for the sake of a slightly higher return on investment right now. So we'll see. Yeah, the PS1 and the PS2 were both knockouts. I wasn't even a big fan of either console, and I still admit that freely and formally. And again, the less we say about whatever Microsoft is doing, the better. We looked everywhere. She's not here. I have a feeling that... Ah, right on time. Now this'll be fun. A random boss fight. Oh, there's Waldo. Ow. Me too, because the Steam machine is kind of sliding its way into the console market, if you think about it. I know it sounds strange because it's clearly a PC, but you know what I mean, right? Because, again, the Xbox and the PS5 are PCs in every way that matters. So, yeah. They're just making another PC. No, I'm just gonna wait. Let's do this. Yeah, I know I'm not the only person who's just kind of staring at the Steam machine right now, kind of being like, well, where are we going with this? Yeah, as I mentioned earlier today, I've been counseling Evo to look into getting a Steam machine for a better gaming, that is to say, game development computer. Because right now, that's the only choice. The only reason the Steam machine is going to be affordable at all is specifically because they started working on parts for it and putting together the hardware before all this AI garbage hit. The latest round of AI garbage. Real answer, Mr. Red? I don't know. Everyone in the known universe knows the bubble's going to burst. That's not really the question at this point. The question is going to be what after that. Yeah, who's going to be left holding the bag? That's exactly where it's at. I've already said a lot of AI apps are just going to stop working because the data centers they're relying on are just not going to be there anymore. And that's fine. And more AI leaving the ecosystem of the world is always a good thing. But past that, who knows? Have you do perfect. There's my paint mage, by the way, Evo. I mean, at this point, it going away completely is unlikely. So I'm just gonna have to live with that. Well, good news, we're in flare range. Okay, we're really in flare range now. Please stop hitting me, I'm in flare range already. Yeah, what's our next dumbass trend? My thought? Smell-o-vision. Round 2. It just cast Bring the Bees. I just want you to know that. Yeah, the live service bubble popped so fast. It was actually quite funny. I mean, as I keep having to point out, what I'm really against is not actually AI, as we've had to talk about extensively. What I'm against is LLMs. I legitimately do not think that what we refer to most often as generative AI has any purpose in existing at all. It is... It's bad for the person using it because of what it does to your ability to think and operate for yourself. It's bad in terms of the product that it pushes out, in terms of music, writing, or artwork, as well as programming. It is bad for the people who use the product that is being pushed out, for the obvious reasons. It is bad for the environment because of how horrendously damaging it is in terms of energy requirement and environmental damage, both directly and indirectly, in terms of water, electronic waste, and coal. And finally, and perhaps most amusingly of all, it is also extremely damaging just to the very nature of being creative as an ephemeral concept, because it is by its very definition theft-based scraping. No, Lord Harriman. Text-to-speech actually predates the very concept of what we consider generative AI by, I want to say, at least 10 years. So, you want to use AIs, like the way they used to be used. Sure. Yeah, Siri predates LLMs by quite a bit. She's another example of that. I hope so, Mr. Red, but you know me. I have no hope. Until I take over the world. At that point, oh, super macho. Wham! Just imagine the clothesline, just right across the jaw. Yeah, I wasn't sure of the timeline. That's why I was hedging there, Spruce. Well, you have to start the most logical place, Lord Harriman. The most logical place to take over the world is to gain infinite power first. Too many people do it the other way. They're like, okay, I'm going to take over the world so I can have power. No! Power's the tool, not the goal. Duh. Oh my god, this thing still has 50 health. Okay. Oh, I'm stuck, aren't I? Let's do this. Get rid of these bees. Oh, I'm sorry, her Spruce. See you around, Walker. Really? Oh, I see why. Oh, that sucks. Let's do this. Because, of course, the Lightning Mage can teleport. Still? Damn. Oh, that really sucks. Can I not? Okay. Butter time? Oh, because it summons the butter freeze. Yeah, okay. I'm found. We're cool. Everything's cool. Jesus, that was a 54 damage flare. So, okay, that's actually a really good question, that Rift person. Personally, I always liked the third versions, but the problem was, and this is exactly why they stopped doing it. I did a little looking into this while we were playing Violet. The reason they stopped doing it is because people kept holding off and just buying the third version. And so their sales were taking a noticeable dip for the first two versions. So they stopped. They also, in their defense, started varying up the versions a little bit more. As of, I think, Black and White 1 was the first time they started noticeably doing some changes. Having said that, also true, Darkrai. Yeah, it was pretty much a lose-lose from a sales perspective. I wouldn't mind a third version if it was the second version, if that makes any sense. In other words, get rid of the two versions, that's old and out of date and has been for decades, and switch over to just having the version of the game, and then later you push out like the finalized version of the game with extra content and, you know, little polishing stuff and whatever. Even that is something I'd only be in favor if they did it properly. But I mean, Emerald, right, is a good example of that. Platinum, arguably, as well. Yeah, exactly, Darkrai. You get the idea. Ideally, they'd probably wait a bit before releasing the second version, because they'd almost have to. Content warning. Self-abuse, self-harm. When Bod said something dangerous was coming. I have a feeling you all are not what she meant. Professor Everley, we need your help. Eldra, she needs your help. You're a professor now, Emma. Ifig is fine. Of course. What has happened? Explain, explain, explain. Please believe us, it's urgent. Don't worry, Petrona. I believe you. Oh. This is my fault. Bo Davinia has worked so hard to protect this school, and she's suffered in silence all these years. It's not your fault, Ifig. In part, it is. I've known of her past and her pain. But I did not know how to help her heal, to forgive herself. Pouring herself into her work, into the school, that was her way of coping, and for a while I believe it worked. There was never a solution. When you spend so much of your life suffering, you become an expert at concealing it. Ain't that the truth? Dum-bum-ch. I was complicit, even if deep down I knew it would only get worse. She doesn't know about the sapling, about what will happen. We can't get to her. Her barriers are too powerful. It pains me to ask you to betray her trust, but I beg of you, if there's a way we can weaken her, we must know it. Pains me too. But to save the school and her, I will tell you. I only hope she forgives me after this is all over. What must we do? First, you must find a frog. She has a way of dumbing her pain, a spell she used to draw it from her body to seal it away. That sounds like blood magic. Yeah! I'm surprised you know that, Patricia. She had a secret room accessible only through the library stacks, the place she went when her pain overwhelmed her. Her reading room. The stacks. I've seen her go in and out before. I've heard it's restricted even to most of the faculty. The stacks have been closed off for a long time. It's a dark and dangerous place, even for a skilled magician. And with the way things are now, I fear what you may find. But we must go. Please. I cannot stop you. Not knowing what you will find there will help you. But I'm afraid of what will cost her. We'll be careful, I promise. We don't want to hurt her, we just want to free the sapling. I will tell you the words to enter the stacks. I will not accompany you. I must head to the spell tower. Bod needs me now more than ever. Okay. Let's get a save in really quick here. Jot down a couple of positives really quick. But where's Waldo, Dream Whisperer? I've got it. Let's ask ChatGPT where's Waldo. Don't do that, please. One last thing I'll say about the AI thing. Obviously, take anything those charlatans say with a grain of salt, but I firmly believe the CEO of OpenAI when he says that he knows full well that he cannot make money off of AI, and his current strategy is to wait until AI has developed enough so he can just ask it how to solve the problem. Because I think he's stupid enough to not understand that AI has already developed as much as it's going to, and will never be able to answer his question to his satisfaction. Could be a lie, of course. That is how that works. But I believe it in that case. Worthwhile there. That's a piece of armor called the Alchemail. Hey, Evo, there's some armor here called the Alchemail. Ah, we lost Evo. Alas, with no Evo left, there's no hope left in the world. I'll take it. New weapons. I'll take new weapons. Yeah, it's the throw everything into the pot and hope for the best strategy, Blade Duval. I'll be real, I don't think it's going to happen that way. But that's because I understand how AI actually works. Content warning. Area contains depictions of blood and blood-like substance. Also contains frightening imagery and various allusions to death. Okay. That's true. Even if it somehow worked, it wouldn't solve any of the problems that AI has, does it? What are those? Uh-oh. Iron Lung, also known as, you like blood, right? We got your blood. It's going to be trickier to navigate than we thought. Should keep an eye out for secret passages. Yeah. Oh, right. That's valid, Blade Duval. Although, I gotta be honest, hope for a miracle is not the greatest winning strategy. I actually like the way they do the content warnings. It is arguably excessive, but I don't mind that. Especially given how it's used site-specific. It's also way more kitty glove than you would think from such a thing. But again, I mean that in a good way. In other words, if I was to, you know, prick my finger and then, oh my god, blood, that could be something for someone. So you put the warning there just in case. For the overwhelming majority of people, that's not going to be bothersome. But it's there. In case it is. That's kind of the whole point of a content warning. If I could use a weird counterpoint, there's an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation called Chains of Command. More specifically, Chains of Command Part 2. It's a very, very good episode. It's also... Yes?
Dinner.
That was quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will hug you forever. Wait, but how am I going to, do my job if I'm hugging you forever?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. Your hands are cold. Are you okay?
Yeah, I've been playing in the basement where it's cold.
Oh, we need to get you some gloves or something.
No, I'm fine. Why you steal his drink?
Because she needed to take a drink, obviously. I'll be down in just a sec, as soon as I find a save point, okay?
Out.
That's a good idea, Blade to Ball. Okay, so we'll see. Let's take one. So anyways, in Chain of Command Part 2, some stuff happened. And there was a lot of an uproar about that when it was live. In fact, there was a huge amount of uproar. And I know, people will send in letters about every stupid thing. Like, how dare you have a black woman in this show? But no, there was some pretty real people being upset about Chain of Command Part 2. It is very specifically Part 2, because that's the one where they stripped Stewart naked and had him be horrifically tortured in a shockingly realistic manner. So, people were upset because there was no content warning. For the record, I actually fully agree with that. Keep in mind, I love that episode. It's great. It's forthright. It's amazingly well done, etc., etc. But it probably should have had a content warning. Like it or not, this is Star Trek. A lot of people sit down with their kids to watch Star Trek. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would rather have the warning there, and it's just this tiny little dip of, hey, just, than not. It's not particularly obtrusive. Obtrusive? Obstructive? I'm not sure what word to use there. It's not too bad of a thing. It's not too big of an ask. And it can just be like a quick whoop. It could be argued, Ross, and indeed, I could see intrusive. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you, Eva. And you're right, it is actually legitimately a spoiler in several cases. But what exactly is the alternative? Let's assume it is your mandate to put a content warning, but not to spoil the fact that there's something the content warning is warning you about. Well, shoot. I'm actually not sure how to progress. Well, I did say I'd go to the next save point. Unfortunately, the next save point is right here. They're remaking the Cut of Wars. Let me guess. Not 1 through 3. Not the PSP ones. But the ones that don't need them. Oh, wow, that's actually shocking. No, seriously, I am shocked. There's such a trend towards making remasters of games that absolutely don't need it. Probably a remaster. It's cheaper. Anyways, I'm gonna go have dinner. Content warning. About to eat food.